Sexual desire, in my experience, can be clumped in together with other emotions and urges within us. It's clumped in a manner that makes it at times difficult to discern what our inner state is. Whenever the focus, the attention goes into that area, into that attraction towards a person. Now, sexual attraction seems to be in the core, near the core of that clump. However, what I notice is that there are often other things that get clumped together for different reasons. And that makes it, I feel, hard to understand what it is that we really want. We can find it hard to express at times what it is that we really want, what it is that what is a real urge in a specific manner. And as such, the other person has difficulty understanding the expression of the other person. Sexual and romantic relationships miscommunication, which happens very often. Because sexual attraction, I see it being clumped together with appreciation of aesthetic beauty in different ways. It can be visual, it can be oral, it can be smelling, it can be tasty. A lot more uncommon than one, I would say. But those are all possible facets of such an attraction. It can be not necessarily sexual, but it could be sensual. It could be a more lighter desire. It sometimes gets clumped together with romance, with completeness. Sometimes people feel that being with that other person, connecting, achieving the connection with another person will complete something in us, will fulfill something in us. So there's an expectation that's clumped together as well. Clumped together with assumption of how sex actually occurs, with the assumption of the meaning of how what that implies in the social level. There are assumptions that are just stuck, and they're stuck because they're not often expressed. So they're like in the dark, and we don't really pay attention. No, perhaps not attention, but there's something sticking them together. The one that I feel is cliched is what it means. There's a stereotypical difference between men and women, where men are seeking a sexual connection, and the meaning for them is stereotypically, more often than with women, it is temporary. It tends to be more temporary. More of the okay, let's connect right now. Let's merge. Let's do something right now, and then it doesn't need to stay. Whereas with women, what I observe is that there can be some desire. There can be desire. Sometimes there's not, but sometimes there is. And then sex occurs, and then women seem to have more of an expectation. This third thing is that women seem to have more of an expectation of holding. That okay, this a sexual connection implies that we make a social connection. We make a longer standing friendship / romance / sharing life together, soulmate style. And it seems to be often the case that there's miscommunication on this. There's a misinterpretation. The guy thinks it's for the night. The girl thinks it's forever, and then or the other way around. And right after it happens, then behaviors diverge. Because they each want different things. And a problem I notice again is that it seems to me that we don't always know what we are looking for. Like, there are times when I feel I've been very attracted. I feel it's very deep, and I feel, I want to forever. Can we just stay together forever? That's what I have felt. And then right after the connection was achieved, the forever feeling disappears. It's like, oh, do I want to be here forever? No, not really. Which to me implies that I didn't really know what I wanted. And I feel that's because I clumped together this sexual desire together with expectations of lifelong unions between people, and a certain impression that is what brings happiness. It's the clumping that I see noteworthy. It clumps together with other things. And what I notice is that perhaps partly because it's so primal, there are other emotions that get stuck in there. For some sexual desire, sexual concepts, it's intermingled with anger. With some is intermingled with fear. With some is intermingled with resentment. Some is intermingled with expectations. With some expectations of what things should be like. It's just mingled in. And because it tends to be something that is felt as shameful in society I'm used to these days, it's not looked into. It's not introspected. And only introspection can help us know ourselves in more detail, to recognize these clumps that have gathered our development across millennia. Bio coffee. Yes. And so it gets clumped in with other things. Clumped. And that area, that conflict, that topic of sexuality is one where I feel that refinement is very warranted. Refinement of our perception, of our inner perception, first of all. Okay, I'm here. What do I want? Do I have desire? Do I have a sexual desire or a sexual desire? What kind? Towards which person? Or if it's for the person, is it actually towards a particular attribute or that I'm looking for? Or perhaps a certain attribute that reminds me of someone else, with which there were also strong emotions associated. Learning to discern that, I feel, is enormously valuable. Because I notice that people, in particular me, tend to get pulled in directions in life without me being sure why. And in particular towards people, in particular towards women. Like, I feel the attraction. Why? I don't know. Just like that. I don't know. And in the past, I often interpreted it just as, well, I want sex with her. I want sex. When in actuality, that was not true. I don't think that was actually the case if I had looked in deeper. There are times when I'm attracted towards aesthetic, just aesthetic of the body, and I do have an attraction. I do want to look closer, but it does not mean I want sex. It's just like I had clumped all of these concepts together. Romance. Sometimes I'm just attracted to a person to a woman by their personality, by their energy, and like, I want to share that. And then what I want is perhaps I want a friendship, or perhaps I want an intimate friendship, but not necessarily sex. And sometimes perhaps it's being only sexual and does not hold any of the others. But the point is, I was clumping them all together. And that's not necessary. Clumping them all together just disables ourselves from knowing ourselves truly. And more precision, more refinement can lead us towards what we really want, with more certainty, with more focus. Okay, that's what we want? Okay, that's where we're going. Or, we want that. Why? Oh, okay, I know why. Oh, is that actually something I want to do? Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's actually related to some older memory that I had that I realized it's still stuck in me. Okay, then I'll be over this then. This seems less important now. Refining discernment and refining expression, first of all, the two of them go are intrinsically interlinked. Intrinsically? Yeah. Intrinsically, it's not that intricate. Yeah, intrinsically interlinked. And they are enormously valuable. Enormous value to discernment. And they evolve together. One evolves with the other. Because having discernment of something inside that's not yet having expression, it will seek forms of expression, but it's not guaranteed to have one because it may not yet exist, it may not yet be created. And an expression without discernment might as well not be there or be something else because we're not able to discern it. So they go together. The world and the two. By that logic, the more we learn to discern the states within us that relate to our sexuality and to our sensuality and to our desires and vulnerabilities, the more we can learn to express them in a correct and truthful way. Yes, correct and truthful. And when expression is truthful, it feels peaceful. Realizing clumps within each other, within ourselves. Looking deeper into it. And realizing its internal structure allows us to grow further, to grow deeper in life. Unclumping, refining gradients, which is what I mentioned in the last video. Bye bye.